What's up, y'all? I'm gonna give you an update on my situation, like in Orlando. Okay. So you guys know that like I had a nightmare, like a really bad nightmare, 3 years ago and 5 days now, or something like that, right? Nothing like that's ever happened to me before. Like nothing like that has ever happened to me before. And nothing like that's happened since. I got shot 7 times that night. I got shot 7 times that night because I ran out for help. They pointed guns at me. I dove. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was being chased. I guess. I've seen hundreds of hours of body cam. I was so scared. I was so scared. It felt so real. I mean, everything going into it. But that's beside the point. Beside the point. What? The reason I'm telling you this is because I got not guilty, right? By reason of insanity. I could have got not guilty. I believe my lawyer. I have a great lawyer. I love him. I love him, and he's like, he puts up with my shit. I don't think that he expected what was to come next, you know, after I got my not guilty. So that's why we went that route. Like I said, there's hundreds of hours of body cam, and I never pointed a gun, okay, at anybody. And the case is over, so I can talk about this now, and I can release whatever footage people want to see. But I'm not going to do that. I've been so kind and patient. A cop ran up wanting to kill somebody that night. And he steadied himself and he started shooting, and everybody started shooting. The person that they said that they shot me to protect the driver of the vehicle, whom was still in the vehicle, in a press conference directly like hours after the shooting, and they stuck with that. That guy that they shot to, or that the guy that they shot me to protect, you see him in the video, in the one that was released all over to the media and social media. You see the cop that came there to kill that night. The kid runs across, right? And they're like, don't shoot Crossfire. That was the driver of the car. They actually had him in handcuffs and at gunpoint for like 30 minutes. I feel so bad for that kid. They thought he was an accomplice. When they shot me, I was just sitting up to ask for help. I didn't have a chance. So they charged me with aggravated carjacking with a firearm. That's mandatory life in prison in Florida. Mandatory life in prison. It's 25 to life, but in Florida it's mandatory life. So that's it. I'm gone. I was gonna go away, and then they charged me with 6 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on a law enforcement officer. They said I pointed on a gun at 6 cops. Those all have mandatory minimums as well. I'm pretty sure that I had 85 years of mandatory time, and then take the life sentence. They had like 2 lifetimes that they could have put me away for shooting me that night, and they tried as hard as they could. The last Hail Mary, 2 years into the case, like while they have me in rehabs and putting me in the worst places around the worst people, hoping that I would make a mistake so their officers would never have to face consequences. I met God. Look, I feel like I've always been like I've always had a big heart. Okay, I never have ever meant to hurt anybody, and really, I've only hurt myself. Ever. But they put me after the not guilty with temporary insanity on this thing called a conditional release order. Okay? This conditional release order says things like, I can't go near the victim. I live 3 hours away, and you know what? Why would I do that? I can't go back to the place I used to live. I'm so afraid to be anywhere near Orlando. Okay? Do you think I'm gonna go back there and go hang out at where y'all shot me at? It says that I gotta like get therapy if I need it, and I have a therapist. I get therapy, and that's not because they told me to. I get therapy because everybody needs somebody to talk to, you know? I have done the right thing now for 3.5 years, while everybody around me was doing what criminals do. And I remained so happy and peaceful because I knew I was never going to get a guilty plea. I knew everything that they accused me of doing never happened. But how could I ever how could I ever worry again about anything when I know that my life is I'm sorry. I know where we're going. I know where we're from. You can't kill me, right? They found that out. They have a 4-year statute of limitations on the shooting that I am allowed to file a lawsuit, right? 3 officers in sworn testimony admitted they never saw a weapon when they fired on me. The other 2 are just making shit up. Clearly making things up. Well, the one officer said he was scared. There was one officer that was probably 10 feet away from me that could have killed me that night. And I pray that you see this video, because You had a direct line of sight on me, and I watched your video 1,000 times, and you shot to the left the whole time. You saved my life. I know you know what you were doing. I saw what you were doing, and you made sure, because you saw me. You knew I needed help. Your buddy to the left that started the shooting, he's the one that truly needs help. I'm going to continue to get help, and I'm going to get help for the rest of my life. But what this conditional release thing that they have me out on means is that for like 6 months we agreed that if I were to like violate, so I needed therapy, I didn't get therapy, or I went back to this location or whatever else. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It's crazy. They wrote. I'm just giving you just a few of the first. There's a lot of them, and it was supposed to be 6 months. It is 15 or 16 months now. Well, July of 2023 to today, January 3rd, 2025. 6 months. And guess what they can do? They can see this video right now, and they can say, we believe that he needs to be in a state hospital, and they can put me away. A subjective opinion. Every single one of us is chosen. They say that my case is stuck between courts right now, like 2 different courts, and they can't figure it out. And my lawyer can't get a court date. We've been trying to get a court date since July of last year, 24, to terminate this. They won't give him a court date. Every single day I leave my house and I worry, am I going to get pulled over and they're going to find whatever they put in my car? I promise you, I don't break a single law. I have no reason to. I love my life, okay? I just want to be in peace. And every day I'm scared. And I just wanted, I have to make this public. I have to make this public because I don't know. I don't know what could happen. And the city of Orlando is all about mental health. You drive in, the signs, mental health, blah, blah, blah. Veterans, we take care of our veterans. Well, I'm a combat veteran whom you shot, and then for 3 years tried to prosecute for criminal behavior by your officers. I mean, we're talking what they did come with mandatory minimums. And now I have to sit here and worry that if I hire a lawyer, I'm going to be pulled over tomorrow. I just want you guys to know that where I'm at and what's going on, and that I still haven't been found. I was found not guilty, but I still have a rope around my neck. And I literally feel like I'm choking at times, okay? I have to be careful with what I say here, because that's why you hear me stuttering and stuff. I'm worried about them literally saying, oh, look, he's having a mental breakdown. If I were to be having a mental breakdown, I would call my therapist, correct? I'm not. I'm having a lot of anxiety. Who wouldn't be in anxiety if you were shot 7 times by the guys that drive up and down the road every single day. And I literally, I wave at them and stuff, okay? I have no disregard, anything towards law enforcement officers, okay? What is happening is you are coming after me to make sure that I don't come after you. Why don't you give me a call? I just read the emails from my lawyer, between an exchange between my lawyer and the prosecutor that's been going on since July 23rd. That is just the prosecutor saying pretty much, oh, it's supposed to be here. Oh, well, blah, 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 blah. It's in the wrong court. We need to transfer it. We don't know why it hasn't been transferred yet. That was in July. There must have been a mistake. Somebody needs to do something. Somebody needs to stand up. Somebody that has the power to say, hey, what they're doing is wrong. This is not right. But I'm humble and I'm quiet. You put me in a situation where now I'm literally under direct threat. Prove me wrong.